Welcome back to Giants franchise. It's playoff time. We ended up going on a nice win streak to finish the season 9-8. And as I've said, about a billion times, this is all Madden difficulty, despite what you may think. And the sliders are set against me. There is no scenario where I can change the sliders or the settings, because as you can see, I cannot manage the league because my franchise file is broken. I've had some requests to redo everything. Like, hey, just recreate the league. Well, that totally changes what teams have done in free agency. That would change the motivations for certain players that I have drafted. It will change the league history. It's not worth it. And despite what some may think, I think the league is actually playing pretty well. We've had some games where I've played poorly, and we've been absolutely blown out. But as you can see from the sliders, things are severely stacked against us. So when everyone says, oh, this is just a rookie difficulty, you are basically calling me the best Madden player on the planet, which, to be honest, yeah, you're probably right. I wasn't going to say it myself, but when you say it's too easy, I just make it look that way. So I appreciate your support, and hopefully we'll make it look easy throughout this playoff run, because we have a lot of games to get through. First, going to Arizona, facing the Cardinals at State Farm Stadium, and the Cardinals historically over the past, I will say the Cliff Kingsbury era, have been brutally bad at home. So maybe this is like our home field advantage. We'll start out with weekly strategy. At this point, it's not going to be too crazy. But I think defending the short pass on Kyler Murray is going to be what we opt to do. And I've pretty much been going half pads and split just to keep everybody healthy. I don't really want to risk injury. And then I do like run inside. Cardinals picked up Jonathan Grenard. Kind of an interesting addition to their team. We'll take a look at their offense and defense once we get into the game. But we're just worried about staying healthy and developing our talent. I still want to keep the same players in here. I know we can get Nick Duval out. He is superstar X Factor. But I'm just focusing on making him the best player possible. And I'm just going to keep him in there for now. And we'll go ahead and start training. Offense is healthy. And defense looks to be healthy as well. As long as we don't have any of these stupid practice injuries, we're going to be good. No upgrades. It's just Cardinals, Giants. You know, I really am motivated to win in these playoffs, let me tell you. And we're a way better team than this Cardinals squad is, like significantly. But the biggest reason I would say is because we don't really have a ton to look forward to in the offseason, right? Like, our team is already pretty good. We're just worrying about developing some of these players. So usually we've been so bad, we've been looking forward to these playoff games because we have a high draft pick, we can draft a really good player, but we don't have a first round pick. Remember, we got kind of active in the last year's draft to get players like Caleb Claiborne, who's had a nice season. And, you know, some of the talent that we brought onto this team would not have been possible with keeping this current year's first round pick. So, you know, I was less focused about a draft in the future when I think we were entering our win now window. It looked a little bit rough because we were not on track to make the playoffs. Started playing a little bit better, started getting those results, and the Cardinals have like 9 players taking the field for this playoff game. Nice. Madden at its best per usual. Got to worry about that man though. Nuke, DeAndre Hopkins, one of the league's best receivers. And we have, again, a tough task ahead of us. Playing a road game, you guys know how much momentum plays a factor in these games. It's going to be easier said than done to just beat a lower overall team. It really is. Cardinals and Kyler Murray. We'll start with the football. It kind of looked like Isaiah Simmons was taking the field, number 9. Now, I think Isaiah Simmons signed elsewhere, surely, because he was someone we were going after in free agency, and it looks like their running back is A.J. Dillon, the former Green Bay Packer and Boston College standout. Also a Twitch streamer, turns out. And we'll take a look at this Cardinals offense. Kyler Murray in at quarterback. A.J. Dillon at running back. Maybe he'll follow me back on Twitter. That'd be cool. James Conner, Ronald Jones, and Chris Baxter. Shout out Cedric C.J. Baxter. Signed with Texas this past week. Maybe even yesterday as you guys see this. Hook'em Horns, one of the, I think maybe the highest rated running back in the recruiting class of 2023. Texas also got Arch Manning. I got to show love. Hook 'em. Receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, and the rookie Dom Henley. Jaron McCullough as well. Have we faced this team this year? I think we may have faced the Cardinals already. Trey McBride at tight end with Zach Ertz. DJ Humphries, Eric Flowers, the former Giant, Evan Brown, Max Sharping, and Joe Fuller, the second-year right tackle. Looks like a pretty good offense. Nothing absolutely insane, but I think one of the better offenses we've probably faced this year, and we'll see what we can do against them. A.J. Dillon is a big power back. It's a nice tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Accidentally dove on the ground with Dontrell Cobb to start things off. 2nd and 6. Murray just going to opt to go to the flat. I really didn't think Trey McBride was going to continue that route out to the flat. Murray kind of making that look a little bit more difficult than it had to be. He did not have to run. He had plenty of time. But ends up making that nice throw. A lot of 3-down linemen for us to start this game. As Murray going to throw and is nearly intercepted by Adoree Jackson on the sideline. That would have been an incredible play to start things off. Football going the other way would have been very nice. Unfortunately, is not to be. Is this a run? We're getting over there. Dontrell Cobb doesn't have the speed to get to A.J. Dillon. Come on. We're right there. How can we not make that tackle? Big gain instead for the Arizona Cardinals. It is 3rd and 1. We're going to blitz Derek Cooper off that right edge. Left side of the defense. And this is going to be a run up the middle. Cobb got punched in the mouth, knocked out, and now Cooper's injured. Not good. Cardinals slowly but surely marching down the field here. How are we caught up in that block? Dumb. And now a big injury. Derek Cooper, the speedster, sub-outside linebacker, out for the game with a quad strain. And the undrafted rookie free agent, Marquise Scandrick, will get a little bit more time, but probably not. It's going to be a lot of Caleb Claiborne, John Boss. You guys know the usual suspects at linebacker. Check down, Murray has all day, and that receiver actually stopped, and the football goes on the ground. Big hit by the Don, Dontrell Cobb, and big play, Darnay recovers. Kiss the ring here in the playoffs. Dontrell Cobb, the king of New York, the Don of New Jersey, with the big hit and the big force fumble. Hollywood Brown coughed up the football, and it was recovered by Darnay. Big momentum shifter here. Love to see it. Cody Bailey ends up with not so bad of a season, over 5,000 yards passing, 37 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. Yes, the interception and total turnover number is higher than we'd like it to be, but that's a lot of touchdowns. It's a lot of yards. We passed the football a lot. I think we ran the ball a lot, too, for it not being a completely effective way to move the ball at times. But we'll see what we can do here in this playoff matchup. And we'll take a look at the Arizona Cardinals defense as Saquon takes it for 6 up the middle. Not too bad of a start here in this game. Looked like the Cardinals were probably going to end up scoring, but big turnover. Dontrell Cobb does what he does, making a big play, as they have the rookie Jeremiah Reed starting at left end. Jonathan Grenard is at the other end position with Matt Ioannidis and the rookie Damon Woodson up the middle at defensive tackle. Outside linebacker, Andrew Van Ginkel on that left side, Zaven Collins and Cody Barton up the middle on defense. Even the rookie Jason Woods might play a little bit. Has the most speed of any of these linebackers. And then at right outside linebacker, the former first-round pick out of Mizzou, Charles Harris. Also might see Julian Okwara. Corners, Byron Murphy, Sean Murphy Bunting, and another younger player, Jason McDonald. Free safety is the former Packer, Micah Hyde. They're really just poaching Packers here. They also have Jalen Thompson, and their strong safety, Buda Baker and Grant Delpit. We might see one of those safeties slide down into that slot corner position, and it's going to be Grant Delpit. Jalen Thompson and Zaven Collins as their sub linebackers. Interesting. Might be easier to run on this team, considering how light they are at some of those positions. Although Grant Delpit in the nickel might go ahead and cancel that. As we're just going to check down to Barkley. As we have a sprint thing on the field. That's a little peculiar. How do I disable that? It's ugly. How do we do that? Because that definitely looked super ugly. I think I have it turned off now. It's 3rd and 3 already. We're going to check down to Kadarius Toney. Nope, that's still on the field. Oh, is it just showing what I'm doing? Maybe that's what it is. Still, I don't like the way it looks. Maybe it'll be off for this play. First down and 10 after remove the chains, courtesy of Kadarius Toney. We're going to try a screen here, and they actually played that fairly well. Saquon going to break a tackle with a big stiff arm. What an effort by Saquon Barkley to get anything on that. He's tired. He'll exit momentarily as the rookie Zach Beck comes onto the field. Yeah, I know the whole deal with Deontay Foreman. Plays one snap, or gets one carry, goes for 41 yards and a touchdown, gets no more carries the rest of the year. It's a tough situation. But in the game, it really is a rarity to see the team rotate in 3 running backs. It just doesn't really happen. Because we had, the glitches we've seen early on. Is Saquon going to be stopped behind the line here? We've seen the glitches early on where Barkley would just exit a game and never come back in. That's not what I want. I want them to just rotate in and out on different downs. I think the only way to really do it is to go into formation subs and change it regularly. But here in a 0-0 game, the computer wants us to go for it. And I want to go for it as well. That time is ticking, though. Let's get Duval off the line here, and we'll put him on a little post route, and we'll see if he gets open. He maybe was going to, but we're going to opt for Larry Smith, our leading receiver this past season. Cody Bailey finds him, pressure right in his face, doesn't matter. Cody Bailey, ice cold Cody. There's something there. I don't think I exactly found it, but maybe. All right. First and 10 from the 12, entering the low red area here. Let's see if we can go ahead and capitalize as Larry Smith has a step, and nice natural pick ends up with a touchdown. Delpit could only try his best to run with him, and it would not be enough. Larry Smith, one of the fastest players in the league, was always going to be a touchdown running across the field there. Cliff Kingsbury can't believe it, and we are up early. Should be 7-0 after a guaranteed Wyatt Anthony field goal try is successful. And we got the lead first. We got the momentum. Let's hold on to it, not concede points, and continue to play our game and advance here in the playoffs. I know it's early, a lot of football left to be played, but I have confidence right now. Murray looking to scramble. That's actually going to be wide open. It's Hollywood Brown on the comeback route. I think the way to beat Kyler Murray is do what we did to Jalen Hurts. He's going to be one of these quarterbacks in game that is paranoid in the pocket. And, I kind of think that, we've seen the Eagles and Jalen Hurts in real life, and we smashed them in Week 18, and it's like, why are you beating the Eagles? They're 11-1, or whatever they are in real life. Dude, it's a video game. This is not that same team we're seeing. Jalen Hurts is not that same quarterback, as A.J. Dillon plunges forward for more than a few there. But yeah, these mobile, paranoid, in the pocket type scrambling quarterbacks, you can beat those guys. I think Murray's going to be a lot more of a challenge than Jalen Hurts was, as Dillon will change direction. Dontrell Cobb just laid out John Bost. Oh, man. But, I think we can force him to make bad throws. The only problem is Murray's going to be really, really good on the run. As Cobb wraps up, gets a little bit of help. So these throws on the run, it might just be really tough to cover. I need Scandrick off the field. He is a liability. 3rd and 1, though. It's just going to be play action instead of a run. The tight end, Trey McBride, is wide open. It is a big catch and run for the Cardinals on 3rd down. Man, Trey McBride just really did not expect that to be the play call. Went play action, really good decision. Trey McBride wide open. Never really even considered him to be too much of a threat on that play, starting in line. DeAndre Hopkins in motion. We can't get off the block. DeAndre Hopkins, what is that? How does he even get down to the 1 there? That's the end of the first quarter. I don't know what happened. We got caught on a block, but I mean, nobody wanted to make a play on that at all. Caleb Claiborne comes in. Prefer him to Marquise Scandrick about 100% of the time. Run up the middle. Boss tries to stop Dillon. Doesn't have the power. A.J. Dillon surges ahead. Touchdown Cardinals. They're going to tie things up here to start the second quarter. Some interesting dance moves by A.J. Dillon. Greg Sheldon back to return. Give us a good return. We know excellent speed. We got a little bit of a crease there. That's not a bad return to the 30. We'll take that. Plus 5 yards from the touchback spot. That's good. Cody Bailey, 5 for 5 on the last drive, 40 yards. Got the running backs going just a little bit. You know, Saquon caught a pass or two for us. Only 46 yards of offense for us, but 7-7, we are in a fine spot. Let's see if we can get the run game going. That's like the slowest handoff of all time. Barkley doing his best to break some tackles there. That play was just awful. It was so slowly developing. I thought I was watching the Wake Forest offense. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the slow RPO game that Wake runs. It's disgusting. It's so ugly to watch. I hate it. We're going to check down Jaden Rhodes. He's pretty much stonewalled. And it's 3rd down and 9. Bit of a bad time to go to a jumbo set that I was not paying attention in the play call. And we're just going to go to Nick Duval. It had to be. I know he was double covered. He had an inside bit of separation there. We let it back down the field. Don't care. Jaden Rhodes was never picking up the first down underneath. We had just enough time to get it to him. That is a huge conversion. Beautiful play. And I think we're going to check down. Kadarius Toney makes somebody miss. Big juke from Toney. That's exactly what he can do to a defense. Get him the ball underneath. Let him run after the catch. Bailey playing so well. And I feel like typical under pressure situations in this game so far. That is an awesome play. Love to see that. And this might be a shot here. I think what we're going to do is drag Toney, streak Smith, Odell on a kind of a whip route. We'll see how that ends up playing. Okay, so we had underneath absolutely wide open. I had already pressed the button, and so what I was watching was this the entire play, and I was thinking like, what are the chances that this gets open? Don't really think it was. This was so open. But by the time I saw it, I had already clicked the button to throw deep, and I didn't even look at what Larry Smith was up to. If I saw bracket coverage, probably never throw this ball. I just didn't look, and I do that all the time. I just don't look, and I just throw it, which is not good. Yeah, not good. Pretty good review there. Quick throw to Odell, and the drops are back. The drops are back for Odell, man. Why? Rise up, Red Sea. Home team gains momentum faster. That's not good. Odell dropping passes this year is very frustrating. We're going to throw on the run, though. Odell, trust him. He makes that catch. First down. Considered running on that. Just didn't know if we'd have the speed. Odell was just starting to separate. And Cody Bailey on the run hit Odell Beckham Jr. just a play after a huge drop. And we move the chains. 2nd and 3 after a Saquon Barkley catch. We're going to run to him. There's Barkley. Should be a first down. 5 rushes for 9 yards. Not exactly amazing at this point. And we are going to flip this. Because it says Larry Smith when you choose a play, but then when you flip it, it goes to Duval. Even if you flip it in the playbook. Even though I wanted Larry Smith to line up on that side. We're going to try it. Smith with the get. Smith with the speed, and an outside Larry Smith touchdown for the 2nd time today. That should count as a receiving touchdown. I think it was a touch pass forward, right? Or was it a little jet sweep? Let's take another look at it. Yeah, great. That's not really what I was concerned about. Either way, another Larry Smith touchdown. I want to say that might have been a sweep, which would make that a rushing touchdown. But they call it jet fake pass. Let's see. It is a pass. It is a pass. I couldn't remember if it's a little like handoff, like it looks like Saquon Barkley was getting. It is a pass. That is a forward pass, which means it is a passing touchdown. Cody Bailey, 2nd of the game. But yes, that one pretty much again, all Larry Smith. It's 14-7 Giants. Another good drive from the offense. We could have faltered a couple times here on 3rd and long, but we capitalize and we convert on those opportunities. And that's the difference in the game right now. 14-7 defense. I need you to show me something a little bit more than you showed me last time out. Really didn't like what I saw. That's my fault. That's my fault. Man coverage. Got caught with eyes in the backfield. Not good. It's a huge play from Trey McBride. I accept total responsibility for that one. I was on Trey McBride. He ran a corner route. We've seen this play about 1 billion times. It's a levels concept with the tight end running a corner. And I just got caught with my eyes in the backfield, as they say, watching the quarterback. It's zone eyes and man coverage. Not what you want to have. And I just got caught looking at these two in routes. And we've seen that play so many times. Trey McBride wide open. And Murray sees it. They don't always see it, but Murray saw it. It's totally my fault. It's a huge gain as a result. Just got caught up with the eye candy. It's happened before. I'm sure it'll happen again, but can't really afford those mistakes in playoff games. Not in man coverage. Here's a check down. Big hit, and it's a second forced fumble by Cobb. Recovered by McKinney. The Don kissed the ring in full form today. Huge play. Another forced turnover. This is twice now the Cardinals have got themselves in a good positioning to score, and a big forced fumble by Cobb changes everything. The Don, man, doesn't even have big hit or trade or anything, but just is constantly a force of pain and power. Run up the middle, good block. Barkley, another man missed. He's forced a lot of broken tackles in this game, which is not something I think we can say the entire year. We've had games where maybe he only forces like 2 or 3 missed tackles, or we'll say broken tackles by the official stat line. Missed tackles is entirely different. As we're going to work off play action, we're going to be killed. I mean, they never bought it. Jalen Thompson straight up the middle on a blitz. I don't know if that was designed or if he just read it. Nah, he was blitzing the entire time, and that did not work at all. Good time for play action, first down, pretty like obvious run spot. They do not fall for it. Blitz ends up working to their favor, as we're going to try and get a little bit creative here. Up the seam, Saquon Barkley. He's been so killer as a receiver in this game, and that is his biggest catch of the game. Huge play by Saquon, and I think we're going to go to play action again. This is when you have to take advantage of those things, and we'll see what we can do. Working off play action. Duval, mismatch. Go up and get it. Cannot. I don't even know if you can call that good coverage. He just couldn't come down with it. But we will try and target those mismatches as much as we can. Working off play action here. Throwing for Tony. Sideline. Got the feed in. Great boundary awareness from Kadarius Toney, having a pretty good game in this one. You know, we struggle to get everyone the football. I honestly feel like Odell is the one who catches the football the least. But I don't know if that's statistically true. I feel like Toney is getting some of these design looks, and I was pretty much always going to throw to him on that one. But he's a really good player for us. Yeah, he only catches like, 3 to 5 passes a game, but that's not bad. It really isn't. Over time, that puts you in a pretty good position stat-wise at the end of the year. I know Toney had like 900 plus yards. He was great. But it is 2nd and goal. We tried to get fancy there again. That did not work. 2-minute warning, ball on the 6-yard line, little draw. Barkley looking for space. Again, trying to get too fancy, a little bit of dancing going on there. And I think the CPU wants us to run Z-spot. There's only like every suggestion. 3rd and goal. We're looking for Toney, but Larry Smith is the one who gets open. Bailey hits him. 3 for number 3. Larry Smith's 3rd touchdown of the first half. Have a wild card game, Larry Smith. 3 receiving touchdowns, all in very different ways, and it is another big TD for the Giants. 21-7. Check down. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we're supposed to cover both of those. It's another big play by the Cardinals offense. Murray's 9 of 10 for about 130 yards passing. Here's the thing. Murray has not played badly in this game. Dude, why are these things on the field now? Oh my goodness, going for another hit stick with Dontrell Cobb. They better get out of the way. But Murray has not played bad. He's had 2 completed passes that have resulted in turnovers, which, I mean, usually is going to be interceptions, of course, but 2 forced fumbles. Wild here in the first half as Azeez Ojulari closes down on Kyler Murray and brings him down. I don't know why we're getting these graphics on the field. It almost is like it's on rookie, right? I think that happens on the lower difficulties, but I mean, you guys have seen about 1 billion times now. It is Madden, or all Madden difficulty. I just don't know why these little graphics are showing up on the screen. I don't like them. I have on-field visual feedback off, Have on-field trainer off. Ooh. Defensive pass coverage visual assist. That's probably what it is. All right, we got that off now. But that's a huge play. 4th and 10. Cardinals are going to punt. I kind of got out of what the situation was. I would have called a timeout earlier. Said Jordan Berry going to have about one pretty good punt away from having us with like 15 seconds left to score. Sheldon will recover or return this punt to the 21. Do we try and run the ball, or do we take a shot off play action because they won't be expecting it? I think we're going to try a play action shot, of course. Of course. And if this doesn't work out, we'll just run the ball. Kadarius Toney, that's going to be picked. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky. Bad throw from Bailey. Could have been bad. Doesn't end up hurting us too much. We'll run the ball, run out this clock here in the first half, and to get to the second half with a pretty nice lead. Cardinals really going to call a timeout? Okay. Well, we're going to work off play action then, try to get the first down. Underneath, Nick Duval. Oh, my goodness. Nick Duval actually could give us a shot to hit a field goal here. I don't think so, but we know Wyatt Anthony can hit from seemingly infinite range, 74 yards. We have a little bit of wind, but I think it's going to be short. I mean, it's better than the alternative, right? We'll try it. We got a little bit of wind. From 74, Wyatt Anthony's kick. Will it have the distance? Is on a line and is no good. A ridiculous attempt. Wyatt Anthony trying to nail from nearly 75 yards. With a little bit more wind, I think we can hit that. But yeah, 74 yards is just a little bit too many. What a first half, though. What a first half. And we will get the football to start the second half here. 11 minutes on the clock in the third quarter. A touchdown on a long drive here, I think could really win us this game. So that is the goal. Take time off the clock, but end up getting in the end zone. Here we go. And revolve around Saquon Barkley. Just need to be able to run effectively, and we really just changed direction too slowly there. Saquon, 10 rushes for 26 yards. I got to quit doing all this dancing. Just see the hole, hit the hole. Did it a little bit better that time, but the blocks really didn't shape up all that well. 3rd and 2. I don't really like what they're showing me. This is a lot of people in the box. I think we're just going to go a little short pass concept. Hopefully somebody gets open. Larry Smith, come back to the football. Nice catch. That could very easily have been a drop. Nice catch to move the chains. Okay, please don't do that. Why are you in the backfield already? Relax, man. 2nd and 14. Yeah, we're not going to run in this spot, despite them wanting us to. We'll try mesh. I think try to get some yards back here, of course. I'm aiming for, like, at least 6. 2nd and 14. We're going to throw deep. Saquon Barkley out of the backfield makes the catch. Needed a little bit more air underneath that one, but Barkley surely had a step on Buda Baker. We high-pointed it. Maybe that was my mistake. But Bailey takes a shot, delivers it fairly accurately, and Saquon makes an incredible catch. Beautiful way to move the chains. And we're going to try a screen here. Should be wide open. Okay. Guess the timing was slightly off on that. I don't know what else could have happened. Might even try a pitch here. This never works, but maybe this time. Maybe this time. Do we have a block? We're going to change directions. Back up the field. There is a flag. A rare flag. I feel like we're not penalized on offense too much, but it's going to be a hold. Pretty much always what that's going to be. It's Odell Beckham Jr. on the outside. This one's coming back. 2nd and 13. Zach Beck into the game now. And I would love for this to be man coverage. So much. Would love man coverage here. Working off play action. I think we have it. We got bumped. He was not super open anyway. Pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 13. Very tough spot here. We'll see if we can get lucky with a conversion. And we got bumped. Larry Smith takes a huge shot. Can't hold on. Yep, timing of that was going to be really tough. Was going to require a really nice catch. We don't get into the end zone. Wyatt Anthony surely will drill this, though. And we'll be 24-7. The hold really killed us. I mean, what else can you say? I felt like we were doing a pretty good job. Could have done better, obviously. But it was going to be like, what, 3rd and 3? 3rd and 2? Can't hold in that spot. Can't do it. Murray going to scramble. He's going to run. He's going to throw a crossbody and complete it to Hollywood Brown, who breaks a tackle, takes a hot shot from John Bost. But holds on. 2nd and 7. Crazy sequence there. We got to keep Murray in that pocket. Here's a run. A.J. Dillon, in my opinion, went the wrong way. Seemed like he had a lot of space to the left side, cut back to the right. Was not as effective as a result, and it is 3rd down and 5. I don't know. I'd love to have a spy out here. Hollywood Brown is in line right now, like he's playing tight end. Throw over the middle. Oh my God, how do we not hit him? A.J. Dillon, a huge catch and run. Missed opportunity. He's going for the 3rd forced fumble of the game there. Murray, quick throw to the outside. Had a mismatch. Azeez Ojulari in coverage is not what you want. 1st down. Trey McBride, 5 for 92. Okay. Murray going to scramble. Murray has speed. We're trying to cover multiple receivers. Murray forced out, and Ojulari makes up for his coverage mistake. His 2nd sack of the game. Kyler fumbled out of bounds. But Ojulari with great pursuit and a great play. 2nd and 23. Very, very tough to convert in these spots. We got to be careful, though. We're going to go pass commit. If they want to run here on 2nd and 23 with Rojo in the backfield, good luck. Don't care. We are playing pass defense all the way, and that's wide open! Trey McBride is like prime Travis Kelce right now. He's wide open. Xavier McKinney, man. React earlier. Do something. McBride steps out of bounds. Otherwise, that is a guaranteed touchdown. Oh, man. Our defense, disappointing. Murray throwing. Guess who? Trey McBride, touchdown. I mean, the guy's the best in the game. I mean, we thought Nick Duval was a good tight end. Trey McBride is well over 100 yards against us in this playoff game. You know what, Cardinals? You want to abuse throwing to your tight end? Watch this next drive. See what happens. You've awakened the beast. All right, a little bit of a fake here. I mean, that route was covered so well. How is that even possible? How is that run with in man coverage? Dude, why am I getting tutorials? I'm telling you. What is going on? Coaching tips. Okay, I don't, how many things do I have to turn off? All right, RPO. I don't know how we could ever throw this to Nick Duval. There's no time. There is no time to throw that route with the handoff. It just doesn't exist. 3rd and 5. I can see a post getting open here. Nick Duval. It might be a little bit too deep down the field, but I could see it getting open. It's going to be Larry Smith. Has plenty of room, plenty of space. Smith having a wonderful game. You know what? He's our Trey McBride. We don't even need Nick Duval. We have Larry Smith. He's having an incredible performance for the ages. Multiple touchdowns. 7 catches for 72 yards, but 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10. Stepping up. Throwing on the run. And believe it or not, that was intended for Saquon Barkley. I don't even know if that was in the same time zone. I mean, it was so far behind Saquon Barkley, it's crazy. And that's going to be picked. That's going to be picked. Oh, man. Sean Murphy-Bunting with the takeaway. We're throwing the game. So, it was a screen. I didn't like the screen. The screen wasn't open. They covered the screen completely. And I started looking at other options. You know, we have 4 verticals for a reason with this screen. But I can't throw this with 25 right there. It probably isn't picked, but it could have been. But then what I didn't account for is this pressure. And they are right in the face of Cody Bailey because it's a screen. You got to get rid of the ball really quickly. Tried to throw deep. There's no way he was going to be able to put enough on that ball, even with Tony with fairly good positioning. It was just a bad play. The CPU reads the screen so incredibly well, 95% of the time. that is basically just a dumb play call at this point. But, yeah, man. Dumb turnover by me. And those are the mistakes that I haven't been making. You notice why we're winning these games? I'm not throwing picks. I'm making smarter decisions. That was not one of them. Cody Bailey, first interception in this playoff run. It is only the third quarter. Murray, only one incompletion on the game, I might add. And they're not even going to snap the ball. I don't know why. They're down by 10. I guess you have the entire fourth quarter, but you'd figure you'd want one more play for free when you can snap the ball in time. I don't know. That was a little bit weird. But they have the full fourth quarter to make this 10-point comeback. And I think they kind of got us out of our strategy. We started playing a little bit too emotionally. We see what you're doing with Trey McBride, who continues to just destroy us, by the way. Like, we'll show you what Nick Duval can do, and we're like, pass. I don't even know if we ran the ball on that series of downs. We were moving the ball. I guess really only that one Larry Smith play, but they got us playing a little bit of emotional football, and that is just a beautiful throw. Switched on with Akil Edmonds, tried to go for the deflection, just out of range. Unbelievable throw from Kyler Murray, and DeAndre Hopkins, of course, going to make that catch. His second of the game only, because it's been the Trey McBride show. They haven't needed to throw to him, and they're knocking on the door. McBride, 8 catches for 139 yards. I mean, what's happening? That's got to be a nice play. All right. We'll take the deflection there, Dory Jackson. 2nd and 10. I know somebody wants to make a play here. That'll work. 3rd and 6. We're going pass commit here. Trey McBride is in the backfield. He is their Cooper Kupp. I mean, we got to get to him. End zone. Murray overshoots the intended receiver. And they're going to settle for a field goal try. The rare miss this game from Kyler Murray. He has been on one. But Kyler could not connect. And they will make it a touchdown game. I think now we just go back to our regular offense. Time really not too much of a factor at this point. Just got to put up points. All right, Bailey. How do we make up for the mistake? Make a play. Make a play. This has potential. This is one of these, if we have the time, it's probably not a touchdown, but it's probably a huge gain. Underneath, Tony Shield, nice catch. I got to use that left trigger throwing more. I always forget, but it's because I'm not that great at it. I do it too much, and then it goes nowhere close. Kadarius Toney, big play down the field, though. Like to see that. This wheel switch might be the worst play in the game. I don't think I've ever seen it get open, but maybe this is the one time. No, you know what? Because it's like a man beater, and we're running it against zone defenses. Again, trying to hit Saquon Barkley. Not close. We're just going to go 3 streaks on that right side. We'll see if they can take it away. We're going to throw that. Nick Duval down the seam. Nick Duval still going. And Duval brings it down to the 10. Will be 1st and goal for the Giants. Duval just ran a straight streak from the tight end spot. And he does what he does, man. He's got great speed, great catching ability. Bailey, perfect throw on the money. And Duval just somehow managed to get those extra yards. Duval again. Yes. We'll take it. 5 yards, 6 yards. Read option. They are begging for us to keep this on the ground. Here we go. No, I prelled A. Why is it not going to Barkley? Oh, my goodness. Why? 3rd and goal. I'm looking at Nick Duval. I don't love it. I'm trying to step up. We just got rocked with Cody Bailey. I forgot how freakishly athletic these defensive tackles are if you try to scramble up the middle. Matt Ioannidis makes this play. Yeah, all right. It's not crazy. 4th and goal from the 7. We're going to get our field goal up, make it a 2-possession game. Just, not able to capitalize. Some mistakes, of course, but that's how we lose games. Got to hold on in this final 5.5. Murray doing his Kyler Murray magic. It's so open, man. We're not going to be able to run with these routes across the field for 5 seconds. It's just unrealistic. When Murray has this type of time, that's where he's going to completely destroy us. This is certainly a pass, unless it's a weird QB draw, which it isn't. Pass commit. Murray check down. Cobb just wraps up. I tried to go for the hit. We'll be 3rd down and 6. We are going to blitz. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got here. Trying to cover everything. Murray throwing down the field. That's pass interference probably. But on Darnay Holmes, that call doesn't exist. Incomplete. And the Cardinals will have to go for it on 4th and 6. Pass commit. Somebody get after the quarterback. I know we're only rushing 3. See if we can get there anyway. Murray going deep. Oh no, he's got a step. He's got a step! Hollywood down the field. No! Where is Glenn Gore? He's in a deep zone. How is he not getting to that? This is why I drafted safety in the 1st round. He just didn't get the depth. Just did not get the depth here. I know he's responsible for this entire half. But man, you can't get beat like that. That's the safety's fault, in my opinion. I know one-on-one, tough task. You gotta be able to get over there. That's crazy. Akeel can't make the play. Jeffrey Simmons cleans up. And Darnay Holmes is injured. I'd fake an injury after allowing a 70-yard bomb, too. I would. Not quite that far, but yeah, I mean, might as well have been. 2nd and 11 from the 17. Gonna contain Murray if we can. Quick check down. Boss can't bring him down. Big hit, Dontrell Cobb. 5-yard gain for the Cardinals. 3rd and 5 from the 12. We're going pass commit here. We need to bring down the quarterback. Plain and simple. Get to Kyler Murray. Slant. McBride. Catch and chain mover. Dude. How is this happening? And now Darnay Holmes is out for the remainder of this game. That could be a really big loss. Because we are down to Jason Verrett. And Jason Verrett is our new boundary cornerback. Don't love the look of that. Trey Flowers, maybe. And Verrett allows the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins makes it a field goal game again. 27-24. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. Play action. Nobody bites. Nobody bites. Cody, just throw it away. Slant. Oh, look at the sling from Bailey. Look at that play. We're going to go hurry up, which I know seems crazy. It's just to keep their defense on the field. We're going to let the clock sit. Final play before the 2-minute warning. We didn't end up snapping the ball. I just felt like it was safer to take it to the 2-minute warning. All right, here we go. We are, again, in shoe clock mode. Barkley, nice move. Don't fumble, Saquon. Oh, my goodness, man. Timeout, Arizona. Barkley has just not been reliable for us as someone who holds on to the football this season, unfortunately. So we got to be careful. Still trying to take the top off the defense, though. Definitely could have ran there. Definitely could have run. We're going for Duval. Nice catch. Nick Duval. 1st down. Duval. Moves the chains. Why am I passing? Gives Saquon Barkley a little bit of a break. And a touchdown pretty much ends the game for us. Barkley up the middle. Good change of direction. It will be 2nd and inches. This is the game right here. A 1st down ends it. Get a yard. Get a yard. Barkley gets it. That's game. We're moving on. Oh no, the Boo Birds are coming out of here in Arizona. Sorry, they're going home unhappy. Kneel number 1 for Cody Bailey. Block under 1 minute. And the final snap of the game has the Giants winning 27-24. It was a tough one. This was a close game. Really, really was. But we end up pulling out a close one by just a field goal. We made some mistakes. You could argue it maybe shouldn't have even been this close. But their offense was really good. If we don't force a couple of fumbles with Dontrell Cobb, we could very well have seen a very, very, very different final score. We win by a field goal. Dontrell Cobb forces 2 fumbles. I think both of those turnovers resulted in touchdowns. Obviously, we didn't really do a whole lot in the second half. We didn't really have to. But yeah, it was just kind of one stupid interception that really almost lost us this game, I think. Cody Bailey goes for 377 and 3 touchdowns. Of course, the 1 interception. Murray, 24-29 for 342, 2 touchdowns. Saquon, 16 for 50. Did break 5 tackles, but only averaged 3.1 per carry. A.J. Dillon was pretty good, but they just didn't run the football too much. Receiving, I mean, Trey McBride destroyed us. 9 for 147 and a touchdown is nuts. And Hollywood Brown goes for over 100. But look at our offense. Larry Smith, 7 for 72. 3 touchdowns. Duval ends with 6 for 104. Barkley, 4 for 76. Kadarius Toney, 4 for 80. I mean, great game from everybody. Just Odell with the big drop early on. And then defensively, Dontrell Cobb had 8 tackles, as did McKinney. Safeties were not impressive to me this game. Really don't like what I saw from McKinney or Glenn Gore. There are 2 plays that stick out in my mind. Ojulari, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, played great. Simmons, a couple tackles for loss as well. And then interceptions, of course, had none. 2 forced fumbles for Dontrell Cobb. Both were recovered, 1 for Holmes, 1 for McKinney. I think we did a good job of dealing with injuries in this game. Those definitely could have held us back a lot. But we came out with a win. We're moving on to the divisional. Upgrades for Adoree Jackson and Dontrell Cobb. Offensive MVP, Larry Smith. Defensive MVP, surely Dontrell Cobb. No surprises there. We're going to do man coverage for... or do we do slot? Do we do slot? I do like man coverage in the 90s. Press could be higher. What are some abilities that we might want? I have inside and outside shade right now. You guys can tell me if any of these would be smarter. 90 man-to-man for 1 step ahead feels pretty good. Medium route knockout would be nice, though, and that's at 85 overall slot. Let's do man-to-man. Getting up to 90 would be really nice. +3 awareness, +4 play rec. Okay. Those are upgrades, I guess. 82 play rec is playing up to. Awareness and play rec are not actually especially high for a higher rated player. And then Dontrell Cobb. His abilities, I have secure tackler and run stopper right now. Again, let me know if you think something is better. I do use him sometimes. I don't know. What would be good here? Inside stuff, I feel like could be quite good. Lumberjack. Lumberjack could be neat. Hey, that sure could be neat. 85 overall run stopper. Let's do run stopper for the Don. Moves up temporarily to a 90 overall. Ooh, +1 awareness, block shedding, hit power, man coverage, and tackling, +2 zone coverage. His hit power, I mean, you guys already saw it. It probably doesn't even need a boost. 84 is playing more like 99. But his attributes are in a really good spot. Dontrell Cobb, pretty awesome player, obviously. As for the injuries, Darnay Holmes is actually done for the season. I guess I didn't read it in real time, but dislocated knee, that's pretty serious. He's done for the year. Even if we were to make the Super Bowl, Darnay Holmes will not be playing on that Super Bowl team. And this is our big play, man. That's a really, really big loss. I know he gives up some big plays time to time, but his coverage isn't bad. This is just a player we really can't afford to lose when we're already thin at corner. Now our cornerbacks for the rest of these playoffs, we have Jason Verrett, Adoree Jackson. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. Like, we do have some good size at corner if we want to go ahead and put Trey Flowers on the outside at 6'3". Aaron Robinson maybe get some more play time. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. In the divisional, we'll be facing the Atlanta Falcons. That is not who I want to see. I know they're only an 82 overall, but they are 13-4, and almost more importantly, we have played them already and lost. 34-31, we allowed 541 yards of offense, including 381 passing yards, 160 on the ground. Ritter tore us up. Did throw 2 interceptions, though. Did throw 2 picks. Rushing, Cam Akers destroyed us. But if we can just force Ritter to make a few more mistakes and really capitalize on those mistakes, and we don't throw any interceptions of our own, we can definitely win this game. We only lost by a field goal. This is a winnable game. Our defense just needs to show up in some capacity, not allow 540 yards of offense. The Panthers beat the Bears. Kind of no surprise there. The Panthers are quite good in simulation. Same thing with the Cowboys over the Bucks. So it's going to be Cowboys, Panthers, Falcons, Giants in the NFC. In the AFC, Titans, Bills, and Chiefs, Patriots. Interesting. All right, well, we unfortunately have to play the 1 seed. On the bright side, they're a low overall. On the not so bright side, we've seen what they can do, and their offense is somehow the best of all time. But thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.